In this audiovisual essay, I'm going to focus on unreliable narrators in the stories that we have read in class so far. Narration of a story influences the reader's opinion of characters and events in the story. A narrator's job isn't just to tell the story, but to actually give life to it.
On the mirror, don't blow it. Whoa.
In the story 13 Reasons Why, the author blends Hannah Baker's audio tape explanation for her suicide with Clay Jensen's reactions to it.
Fell under your spell of love, no one could deny.
In the story, Bartleby the Scrivener, the author, Herman Melville, chooses a lawyer to get a closer look at the curious character of Bartleby.
I'm doing just fine. I'm not afraid of moving.
In the cast of Amontillado, it helps that Montessori is a narrator because it gives the reader an inside look into his brain and helps us better understand his actions.
Sorrow in my soul, 'cause it seems that wrong really loves my company. Get out of here.
An unreliable narrator is a narrator who can't be trusted. Either from ignorance or self-interest, this narrator speaks with a bias, makes mistakes, or even lies.
Who cares if you disagree? You are not me. Who made you king of anything?
Oftentimes in music, the singer is an unreliable narrator. This is because music is meant to bring out emotion in the listeners. Therefore, the singer has emotions in the lyrics that they are singing. Emotion can force a narrator to form a bias on the story that they are telling. This has been shown in the songs that I've used so far in my project. For example, in the song Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, her listeners hear the story of her rocky breakup. Miley has formed a bias on the story because she was still emotional when she wrote the song.
I never hit so hard in love.
13 Reasons Why, from Hannah Baker's narration. Hannah is an unreliable narrator because she was suicidal. Hannah was mentally unstable, making her an unreliable narrator. This doesn't mean that we shouldn't listen to her, though. It just means that she might have jumped to conclusions because she wasn't in the right of mind. With Hannah being the narrator, the readers enter into the mind of a suicidal teenager, which, for many readers, is an intense and scary topic. "13 Reasons Why" from Clay Jensen's narration. Clay Jensen is also considered an unreliable narrator because he just went through a traumatizing experience. Clay had been through the death of one of his friends, a girl that he genuinely liked. When Clay received the tapes, he was an emotional wreck. We see all of his emotions fold out in the book. This shows us how Clay really felt about his late classmate Hannah and how he truly cared for her. Bartleby the Scrivener. Melville chooses a lawyer as a narrator. This is a smart choice because it allows the reader to get a closer look at Bartleby and yet still be confused by him. The narrator has conflicting feelings about Bartleby. This is shown through his anger at Bartleby, and yet he never really takes actions against him. Melville uses his narrator to the reader's benefit. As the story progresses, the narrator gets more and more curious of the strange ways of Bartleby, as do the readers. The cast of Amontillado. Montresor is seen as a classic example of an unreliable narrator. He is seen as cunning and deadly. If Montresor is capable of plastering Fortunato into a vault, then obviously the reader cannot trust him. And if he's lying and he didn't kill Fortunato, then he still cannot be trusted because he would have lied while telling the story.
'Cause I don't wanna leave.
Montresor is a cold-blooded killer. He found killing Fortunato as necessary and enjoyed it. He was telling the story 50 years after it actually happened. This also opens up another topic. Was Montresor bragging or confessing when he told this story? This reason alone makes him an unreliable narrator.
I'll ignore if you're looking for.
Maslow argued that every human needs can be put into a pyramid. These needs can be seen in the stories that we have read in class so far. In the cast of Amontillado, Montresor wanted fulfillment. He killed Fortunato out of revenge. He wanted his actions to fulfill. This falls under the category of self-actualization, which would be pursuing inner talent and then fulfillment. And 13 Reasons Why, Hannah just wanted to belong. She wanted love from her friends and family. This falls under the belonging or love category. In Bartleby the Scrivener, the lawyer felt a threat to his security and safety. This is why he decided to take action against Bartleby. This would fall under the category of safety. The 1,000 Injuries of Fortunato I had borne as I best could, but when he ventured upon insult, I vowed revenge. Montessor, the Cast of Amontillado. An example of an archetypal symbol in the Cast of Amontillado is Fortunato's outfit. He's dressed as a joker or a clown, symbolizing the stupidity of his actual character. All who know me consider me an eminently safe man. The late John Jacob Astor, a personage little given to poetic enthusiasm, had no hesitation in pronouncing my first grand point to be prudence. My next method, the lawyer and Bartleby the Scrivener. Death is a very prominent theme and symbol in Bartleby the Scrivener. When Bartleby first walks into the office, one of the first things that the lawyer notices is how he looks and resembles like a living corpse. Also, whenever Bartleby looks at the brick wall for hours on end, the lawyer recalls that he looks like a corpse. And there, in your eyes, what was it? Sadness? Pain? You moved around me and tried pushing your hair away from your face. Your fingernails were dark blue. Clay talking about Hannah in 13 Reasons Why. Hannah's nails were blue the last day that Clay saw Hannah. Also, on the tape set the people received, there was blue nail polish. Blue is also used as a color of sadness. Nail polish might also be a symbol of the romantic girl that Hannah might want to be, but by changing her nails blue, it shows the sadness and heartbreak that is inflicted in her life. The narration, in fact, doubles the drama, with a commentary without no mise en scene would be possible. Without narration, we, as the readers, would be lost.